Okay, this is going to be a quick video on how to complete the square with circles. I know it's been a while since you guys have done completing the square, but what it'll look like is it'll look something like this. I'm going to do the more simple ones first, and then I'll do the more difficult ones. So this one, notice that y squared is by itself. There's no y. So I'm not going to have to touch that y squared. I already know that the center part of my y is going to be 0. Sorry, the y part of my center is going to be 0 because there's no other part here. But I don't know what the x is. So what I need to do is, if you guys remember, we trap the x's. We factor out an x, but it's not actually factored out. It's just eliminated. We divide this number by 2, always by 2. We square it. Remember that when we square this parentheses, we've actually changed the equation from the original equation. We've now made it, if I expand this, x squared plus 4x plus 4 plus y squared equals 10. So if I look at this equation with this equation, the difference, they both have this, they both have this, they both have this, and they both have this. But I've added 4 to the left-hand side of the equation, so I have to add 4 to the other side, which is just this number squared. So then it's x plus 2 squared plus y squared equals 14. So when I'm looking at this, my x value at the center is going to be -2. The radius is going to be the square root of 14. Now, of course, I picked a number that wasn't a perfect square, but that's just how it goes. So those are the more simple ones. The harder ones are like this. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to deal with my x's. This time I'm also going to have to deal with my y's, but I'm going to deal with my x's first. So I trap them. I eliminate an x. I'm going to divide by 2. I'm going to square it. When I squared this number, I changed the equation. So I've added 9 to this side. I have to add 9 to this side. Now I'm going to deal with the y's. So I'm going to trap the y's. I'm going to eliminate a y. This x part is just going to come down. I'm going to divide by 2. The x part is still coming down. I'm going to square it. When I've squared this, I've added 7 squared to this side of the equation, which is 49. So I have to add 49 over here. 49 plus 9 is going to be 58. Rewrite my x part that came down. So my center is going to be at -3, -7, and my radius is going to be the square root of 58. And that's it. That's how you're using completing the square to find out the center and the radius on these guys.